This video is about section breaks. Now, a page break gives you a new page, a column break gives you a new column, a section break gives you a new section. Now, why would you need a new section? 4 things I can think of. Number 1, a new section allows you to change your page layout from one part of your document to another. So here I've got, I'm just going to zoom out so you can see this better. So this entire document has no section breaks, it's all portrait. So if I wanted this particular page to be landscape, sideways, I would need a section break for that. So I don't need a new page, I just need a new section. So from breaks, I would ask for continuous because I don't need a new page. So I would hit continuous here, and that allows me to do something different on this page. So I can now go to orientation and landscape. And now the way it does it is from this point forward now, everything is landscape. If I want this to go back to portrait, I need another page break here. I need a continuous page break here as well. I don't need a next page because it's already on the next page. So I'm just going to go continuous. And now I can make this point forward back to portrait. All right. So I've got 2 section breaks that allow me to do whatever I want with this page. I can also, in this page here, I can go to page setup and I can change the margins and it will not affect the other pages at all. I can go 2, I'm just going to hit my tab because it's faster, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and then hit OK. And I've just manipulated this page only. So this page is its own little section. So page layout, one thing you can change. The other is your page numbering. If you want to start your numbering over, this is if you're printing a manual or a book in Word, which is a logical place to do it. When you want a new chapter, that would be a new header. So you can get new sets of headers and footers every time you ask for a new section. So I'm just going to undo here and bring this document back to exactly the way it looked. All right, so first page is its own section. I want the next page to have a new set of headers and footers. So what I would probably do here is I would ask for a new section once again. All right, so I would just come here to break and go continuous. And now I would double click in my headers and footers area. And I want to make sure this isn't on. I don't want it to link to previous. Okay, I don't want it to be the same. And then I would tab over. And if I want the title of the book, I can type the title of the book here, or I could just type, let's say, Secrets 1, as in chapter 1. I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit better here. Okay, now that header is showing up for the rest of the document, right? Because the rest of the document is in the same section. So I'm going to click out. And now let's say that section 1 or chapter 1 ends after this page. So now from this point forward, I want a new section again. So I would once again go to page layout and breaks and ask for another continuous section break. And now double click into my headers and footers and see it's linked to the previous. I don't want to link to the previous. So now this allows me to change this to 2. And now this point forward is section 2. So that's easy peasy. That's one of the things that you can do, or 2 of the things you can do. So you got page layout, you got numbering, you got headers and footers. You automatically get a new section when you take a document and you go from 1 column to 2 or 2 to 3 or 2 to 1, whenever you change your columns. So let me set this up for you. Okay, so I got this part of the document here, and I want this into 2 columns. So I've learned that I can go to page layout and go to columns and go to more columns and ask for 2. And if I leave this as this section, it'll do everything. It'll go all the way up to page 3, and it'll make all that stuff 2 sections. I don't want to do that. It's one of the biggest cautions that I talk about when I teach columns, is you have to ask for this point forward. When you ask for this point forward, you're automatically creating a new section. Okay? So it's telling you there's a section break now. It's a brand new section. And what you'd probably do, of course, is you'd ask for a different kind of break. Right? Back to break. We want a column break now so that we can balance those things out. So by now you should know about 3 different types of breaks. You should know about page breaks, column breaks, and now section breaks. And again, section breaks allow you to change your page layout, change the numbering, change the headers and footers, and change the columns. When you go to the breaks menu, here are the options you have. You can ask for a next page, and that gives you a break, like it gives you a new page and a new section all at once. It's probably the most popular type of break, even though I didn't really use it in this example because I already had page breaks. But when you're ready for a new chapter in your book, instead of just asking for a new page, you'd ask for a new page and a new section, and that allows you to reset everything. I've demonstrated continuous. I don't really use even page that often or odd page. But again, if you're doing a book that's going to be printed in bookfold, you may want to think that out. Sometimes I'll have the page numbers only on the right-hand side and not the left, and that allows you to manipulate your headers and footers. So an even page section break will give you a new section on the next even page, and an odd page will give you a new section on the next odd page. If you want to remove section breaks, it's really simple. You simply hit delete, and they're gone. All right. Now, careful about how you do that, because in doing so, I removed the break, but I brought everything back into two columns. I did not want to do that. All right. What I probably would have wanted to do instead is maybe set all of this back to one column. And then I could have probably removed the section break. But anyway, you remove section breaks the same way you would anything else. You simply put your insertion point in front of it and you delete it. All right, so when you find it, you simply delete it like you would any other symbol. Sorry, it took me a while. There we go. Okay, so we've just deleted that section break.